What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving back into more One Direction. Look, I love this band. I love every member of this group. I love everything that they did in their musical history as One Direction and also in their solo careers. So today, we're going to check out the live performance of Steal My Girl back in 2014 at the BBC Music Awards. The thing about One Direction is I've seen so many videos from them that it's truly sometimes I don't know if I've already seen a video or not. I may have seen clips from this, but I don't think I've ever actually watched the full performance. Before we get into today's video, it would mean the world to me if you guys checked out my Patreon. I've done so many One Direction and One Direction related videos as exclusive posts over there, meaning that's where you can see those reactions. I did the One Direction movie as a full uncut movie watch party thing. I did San Siro. I've done albums as full uncut album reactions. I've done the solo work. I've done so much over there. So if you guys are interested in checking that out, it would mean a lot to me. The link's in the description. All those things out of the way. Let's watch Steal My Girl. Fuck yeah. I always regret that I never got to see them live. I wish I would have been like into them when they were around as a group. Sucks. Fucking Zayn, man. I got it all 'cause she is the one. Look at how cool this motherfucker is. Like, look at this like one lock of hair that comes down. I could never like get my hair to do this if I wanted to, let alone have a perfected little like Clark Kent Superman moment popping out here. He is just like a work of art. Such a like beautiful tone in his voice. Yeah, Niall, let's go. Everybody wanna steal my girl. Everybody wanna take her heart away. Couple billion in the whole world. This is like such a mood. Like Harry is obviously like transcended fashion and everything at this point, but like he was always kind of fashion forward, just in his own way. Like he really embraced like the long hair, like rock kind of look. But then like the button down with no shirt under, like just very much like embracing that 60s and 70s like rock vibe that he loved so much and obviously still loves. But it's so interesting because like he's evolved so much as a person, and so you get to get these little snapshots and it's just fucking awesome. My boy. Oh yeah. Aw shit. Okay. Don't worry, Liam. I'm gonna give you the credit you deserve. I love this little note Harry hits and when it transitions into Liam's part right here. Fuck yeah. I don't exist if I don't have her. The sun doesn't shine, the world doesn't turn right. They can literally harmonize My Funeral. Let me sing it. But I know for sure. They just like had such a beautiful like vocal relationship between the five of them. Everything was just like so harmonized and synchronized so beautifully because everyone has such a different sound. Fuck. See, everybody want to give Liam a hard time because, you know, his album had just like a lot of that guy, and I guess I've said this before as well, because I did a full album reaction to it, but like, it's not cohesive because it wasn't really meant to tell a story so much as it was meant to put out these like bangers, and that's what he's great at. I love listening to his voice right here because it's just that very in your face reminder that this motherfucker knows what he's doing. Right there, like, so good.
She knows that I never let her down before.
Fuck.
She knows that I'm never gonna let another take a love from me now. Everybody wants to
Harry's always has such a beautiful fucking rasp.
everybody wanna take her heart away. Find another one 'cause she belongs to me. Everybody wants to everybody wanna take her heart away. Couple billion in the whole wide world. Find another one.
Louis Tomlinson just is everything and then some. That's my fucking dude right there. These were during his Dapper days too. Had that little bit of a pompadour slash like slick back moment. And think about how far he's come. Like, it's just incredible to see.
She belongs to me.
Yeah. Historically, one of the most amazing bands. I get that this is one of those bands that is, you know, people love them. People love to hate on them. I feel like that's a great place to be, because if you don't have this like large following of people that just like feel like they don't like you, even though they've never listened to your music, then maybe you're not doing it right. Because One Direction was everywhere. The marketing was everywhere. It was so incredible to see that like you could see One Direction products everywhere on everyone, any, demographic. One Direction was everywhere. And it was interesting because prior to me getting into this band and absolutely falling in love, not only with them as a group, but individually, and where all those careers are and went and have been, like, so amazing, right? But I used to see One Direction stuff everywhere, and I did not know the music at all. And it's so amazing that you could have household names before you ever even knew what they sounded like. It really brings me a lot of regret. I've talked about this before, but when I worked at Hot Topic, we sold One Direction merchandise and I never heard any of their music. And I think back to those days, and I think back to I think to where I am now. I wish that I would have been listening to their music. I wish that I would have been giving them the attention that I give them now, because it would have been so amazing to like actually get to check this band out and possibly see them live and like get excited for a record release. And I do that now when it comes to the solo work. You guys see, I'm so hyped when an album comes out. I can't wait to check it out. I can't wait to talk about it. But like, can you imagine? I know a lot of you can, but like a lot of people missed out on that One Direction moment. And it's a moment in time. And I say this all the time, but embrace the moments as you're living them, rather than being too late, because a lot of stuff you can't get back. Life comes at you so fast, and like, one day there's an opportunity, but like the next day you don't even know what life is going to be. Embrace those moments, because you don't realize how much it's going to matter to you at some point. So I know I just went on that little rant, but I love watching this because, they're at an award show. These guys are like so just put together like so well. Like they just look very mature. And it's so interesting because if you think about their stage presence in general, oftentimes they're usually joking around with each other and just having a good old time. And with a performance like this, you actually see them like taking it a little bit more of a, hey, let's really perform this. And it's so cool because they're really getting into it. When you think about an award show, this is a big deal because one, it's awesome to be invited to play an award show. And like, One Direction is one of the most talented and one of the most successful artists in mainstream music in a long time, right? But like, it's also important because now you're on stage, you got a lot of people watching this, and like, even if you maybe have heard of One Direction, you haven't heard them yet. It's possible, right? You could be hearing them for the first time. They did an amazing job here. I think everybody really shines because you get to hear these subtleties, like, for example, Liam and this fucking like almost like 90s boy band sound he can get, that radio voice that is just so beautiful, or Harry coming in with the rasp. Zayn, fuck. Like, I love Zayn's vocals in One Direction, especially after going and listening to his solo work. You really start to see what was being brought to the table. And yeah, even though like I know, you know, the band went on without him, but it's not like I didn't always miss those moments. But like, you get everyone's like subtleties and everyone's little pieces, and then you get to hear like Louis and Liam doing these harmonies, and then Niall just like, he's got this little part, and then he's got this big smile, and he's such a big presence on stage. And then everybody's harmonizing together, and it sounds absolutely beautiful. And I think this is the experience of One Direction. And for, you know, in 2014, if you're one of the people that are, you know, checking this band out for the first time, this is a really great way to hear them, because whatever you expected their music to sound like, it's probably not what it is. That I definitely had that. And at the same time, you're getting a chance to like see these people come to life and like how much they really love doing what they are doing. So this is incredible. I always have a great time just like finding random One Direction performances that I haven't checked out yet, because you just get to see a big piece of what was so beautiful with One Direction. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure you guys check out my Patreon. I have so much just nerding out One Direction content that like, if I were to list it, it's probably like 50 videos. So go check that out. It means the world to me. I appreciate you all so much. Let me know in the comment section your favorite moments from One Direction's time taking over our world. I will see you all in the next one. Peace.